This next comic also gave you guys a gift. He gave you the Red Bank Comedy Festival. He's a hilarious dude. I absolutely love him. Make some noise for John Moses, folks. Let him hear it.
All right, keep it going for KP and all the comics. Oh man, I'm fucking actually nervous for this show. It's because I know a lot of you people.
Hey, just so you know, this is our train. This is our friendly train that comes through every now and again, and when it does, we like to tell people about the hot sauce. I told him that we should do a commercial every time the train comes through. Yeah. Like say, hey, all right, hey, train is brought to you by...
Yeah, it's sponsored by...
Fruit is Lava.
The Fruit is Lava and our signature butt uppercut. The Jason Ellis Show signature hot sauce.
Oh, goddamn.
Yes,
You're a spicy guy?
I used to, man. I used to put on hot sauce. I would have hot sauce on fucking everything, and then 37 hit me, and I couldn't fucking do it anymore, man.
Really?
Yeah, it was just like fucking shit and fire. Dude.
Aged out.
Yeah.
Then you will not be participating in the Wheel of Doom.
Yeah.
Because so far it's just hot shit.
Right. We're very dumb brains, but we're trying to fill up the wheel with some good things. I also think Bankrupt should go on the wheel.
Yeah, you got
Bankrupt.
Yeah,
I'm bankrupt already.
Right. A lot of people, like, you open it up and moths already fly out. But yeah. We have to put good things on the wheel as well.
Yeah, I
there'll be prizes.
I got a check for 10 grand, and the fucking thing is immediately dispersed. Just
Doesn't that fucking suck, dude?
fucking blows.
Yeah.
Just like adults.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, dude, fuck, man.
exactly.
I hate it. I'm like the most childish 44-year-old you ever meet in your life, dude. Like, I would rather sit home and watch cartoons all day and smoke weed than do anything.
Just these fucking goddamn bills. There's no end to them.
There really isn't.
You know,
It's
and,
true.
And now there's all this, all this sneaky shit that you sign up for that you forget about that just fucking nickels you. Like, oh, where'd that $30 come from? A fucking app that I didn't realize that I even had or some shit.
Yeah, I was about to bring that up. It's like, I wonder how much money we're all just wasting monthly that we don't even know about because you're not like going over.
Right.
They even now there's apps and companies that do that for you now. They're like, hey, look, sign up for our service and
That
we'll
monitor that
knock
shit.
you off of all those other fucking services. You know, in one bill.
They saw me coming because I signed up for that. It's called Rocket Money.
Did it work?
Yeah, it did actually work. It
It finds everything.
Yeah, it finds you have to add information and shit. You
Yeah.
have to like help it, but
Yeah.
it does find everything. It pinpoints everything.
How much did it find for you that you were overpaying or whatever?
I was overpaying?
What was
like
the lump?
over like a couple $100.
Right. I could feel
A
that
month.
easy.
See,
Easy.
that's not
With like
not
so many
insignificant.
subscriptions that I have that I never ever use.
I've got the app on my phone. I haven't even fucking opened it. Somebody told me about it. I was like,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
And I got to do it.
Yeah, it's helpful. It for sure is helpful.
I was just gonna get a new debit card, like cancel my debit card, cancel the number,
I
get
just
a new
had to
number.
stop
That way,
mine
nobody can charge that number anymore. Will that work too?
I don't know, but I just had to stop mine because for the first time ever, I had fraud on my account. It was weird. Like somebody was like charging like or buying.
What idiot
gift
was trying to
cards.
be you?
Somebody was buying MasterCard gift cards for like weird amounts and like a bunch of them.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait,
That's suspicious.
what? Call the bank. I'm like, my account is a lot lower than it's supposed to be.
The bank didn't find that out for you. You had to find that out. Ooh, that's no good.
No, I got a text.
Okay.
And because there's so many like scam bullshit, like I didn't trust the text, so I called the bank.
Right.
And
right.
they
Smart.
like
Same
fixed
thing.
it up.
Somebody did. I just got like a message from Chase something.com saying there was fraud. I was like, fuck you, there is, buddy.
yeah. I'll call.
First of all, there ain't no room on this credit card.
It's like you can have my crappy personal information, whatever.
Exactly, dude.
So-
exactly.
So, talk about, because when you said you get the $10,000 check and it gets dispersed,
Yeah.
that reminded me of the fact that, and now I don't know if they're connected at all, but it just reminded me
Right.
of like running a festival, and then you have all these different moving parts, and you're like, okay, this money coming in and this money going out, whatever. And
Yeah.
you founded, you created, you started
Yeah.
the Red Bank Comedy Festival.
Yeah, that was cool. That was could have very easily been called the Midlife Crisis Comedy Festival.
That's what this show is.
Yeah. I divorced my wife last September, or I left my wife last September. My dad died last November, and I was like, it's time for a comedy festival.
Yeah,
baby. You only live once.
Yeah, right.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So was it the first festival you had done?
Yeah, it was. But Tyler had been doing the cottage comedy for like, he started that probably 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it is like grown and contracted and everything, but he's got a lot of experience with that. And I, had another buddy that was helping me with it. So, it starts off, you got an idea, and then, we got somebody to do a logo, and then I was running around chasing down venues. And then you lock one venue in, and we locked in like the theater, and then the movie theater, not even the theater, and then the other. It's a little easier to pitch to the next couple of people, and then the fucking bar is like, all right, we'll do it, and then you build a website, and then after everything's up on the website, the bar comes back and says we need a $1,500 minimum. Like,
Right.
you motherfucker, we did it. It was fine. Like we partied, and I just threw karaoke on the end of the last show.
Fuck yeah.
Which I love anyway.
Yeah,
I
dude.
would-
It's always a hit.
Yeah.
It's always a hit.
yeah. In fact, I'm gonna start like a comedy karaoke night somewhere where I can fucking milk around here.
Yeah, yeah.
And that way
yeah.
you can squeak in an hour of comedy,
Of course.
and then just fucking have fun and screw around. And that way I'm writing shit every week and hosting again and all that stuff.
Not bad.
That's rad.
So
Yeah.
do you plan on doing the festival?
Yeah, for sure. So, we had 5 shows. They were all pretty full.
And you had big names too.
Yeah.
I saw some of the names. Had Chris Clark was there. You had
Bonnie was there, right?
Yeah, Bonnie was there.
McFarlane.
Berg was there.
Mhm.
Chris Clark is one of my fucking best buddies.
He's awesome.
Yeah, he's such a good dude. I was part of the reason why that 10 grand went so quickly is because I was fucking Venmoing him money this morning, paying him back for money he lent me.
Oh, nice. Nice.
He woke up to that. He's like, "Oh man, yeah, right on time, dude." I was like, "Thank you." Yeah. So, the town seemed to embrace it. Like I lost a little bit of money doing it, but if you would have told me that amount going into it, I would have been comfortable. Because we had some sponsors, sort of. We had some local sponsors. Talkahawks, which is great. They fed all the comics, awesome. Twin Lights Brewery got alcohol, gave us some alcohol, which was basically enough for Tyler and my buddy Grady. So I'm sober, right? I haven't had a drink or anything in 16 years. And
Fuck yeah, congratulations.
yeah, thanks. It's a boring existence. For what I lack in alcohol, I try and make up for in pussy. But you gotta have a vice somewhere.
course.
But I'm like, it's Friday morning after the first night of the festival. I do some real estate shit on the side, so I'm up early, like just taking care of that portion of the week, so that I can focus the remainder of my energy on the festival for the weekend. And I was going nonstop. And so it's like 9 o'clock in the morning, and I could just hear Tyler in the bathroom going, "Ah!" I haven't had this much beer in my fridge since college, right? Just like the whole fucking thing has moved out. It's all beer. Oh, it was so funny, dude. I was like, all right, this is going to be a success,
Hell yeah, that's so cool.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's really fun.
But that's great, though. I mean, from where it ended up, and to hear you're going to keep going with it, that's
yeah.
If it was
And
a complete failure, you obviously wouldn't. Yeah,
Of course. And it was really well received by like the audience. We had people who came to every show. Bought passes. We sold we sold out of passes. They came to every show. They hung out. Like by the end of it, you felt like you made friends. And then we had people at the end of the Saturday night. They're like, "Hey, local businesses were like, we want to be a part of it next year. We want to help you get the word out. We want to do all this stuff." So we're definitely gonna, I'm definitely gonna run it back and try and make it a little bigger, a little better. Grow slow and take it from there.
That's pretty awesome.
baby steps.
Yeah. So,
Baby steps.
here's a good story. So one of my buddies is at the show, and we're on the second show, and I was promoting the fuck out of it. Oh, big shout out to Social Stamina, my friend Kelly Craig, because she really helped me pump the shit out of it.
Nice.
And she
Social Stamina.
Social Stamina. They like will handle like a small business's mom and pop Instagram for them if they don't. You get some guy who's fucking mid-50s who should be online and isn't. Like,
Right.
Let her take care of it. But she was pushing the shit out of it, so it was everywhere. And so one of my buddies is on the show. Yeah, fucking broke as fuck, 40-something-year-old comic who's been doing comedy forever, and he had a woman show up to the show to collect a debt. Kelly Craig and Social Stamina did such a good job promoting the show. I think that she thought this was like a much bigger festival than it was, and that this was going to be like his payday.
Oh,
so
no.
she came.
Being like, I need my cut.
I need my money that you owe me. But she showed up at like 12 o'clock at the bar with this big brother who had a police badge on the outside of his sweater.
Oh, no.
Right. And so initially my other buddy comes over and he's like, "Hey man, some chick's here to see Dave and she's got a friend." And I was like, "Oh, cool." And he said,
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Not so much.
"Yeah, I'm like setting up karaoke,
Sweet,
dude."
more people.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then, so he goes, "No, he's got a badge." I'm like an all access pass? He's like, "No, a badge." And I was like, "Oh, okay." So I walk over and they're like, trying to run him down for money. And I was just so amped up from the fest because I was going for like, you know how it is when when you're the fucking producer and like the driving force of something, like every single problem you got to extinguish, you got to deal with all that shit. Plus you got to be funny. Plus you got to be entertaining and gracious, So I go over and they're like trying to run him down, and I was just so fucking amped. I was like, "No, bro, you're not getting any fucking money tonight." And he was like, "Who the fuck are you?" And I'm like, "This is my friend. I don't know what the fuck's happening here, but I can tell you, you ain't getting any fucking money because he owes us money too."
Got it.
So, yeah. So he starts saying, something to something, and I go, "You know what? I think I'm going to call the Red Bank police over here, and they can figure out what the fuck the deal with that badge is."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and then I didn't even see this other guy. His other guy comes out of the corner and he goes, "All right, man, it's time to go. Like the jig is up, right?"
Oh shit.
So while this is all going down, I hear like over the speakers, like, "Coming up to the stage, John Moses," to sing fucking some goofy karaoke song, but the fucking blood is pumping through my veins,
Nice.
Yeah.
What song did you sing?
God, fucking, what song I don't know. It's probably Tom. I think it was a Tom Jones song. Is actually
Nice.
Is that your go-to karaoke?
one of many.
So we got a karaoke like aficionado.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
This guy's no stranger
I do
to the
love it.
mic.
Yes.
No stranger to the video
Yeah,
screen.
yeah. I've been desperate for attention for a long time.
Same.
Eh.
But I
Yeah.
don't do karaoke.
No.
No.
Yeah.
If you had to sing karaoke, what song would you sing? If it was like life or death, one song, rock the world, what are you singing?
Wind Beneath My Wings.
There you go. you don't do karaoke, but you get the vibe.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
Wind Beneath My Wings. Get
Yeah.
the tears rolling.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm
Do you
winning
know
every
who
time.
sings that song?
Nope.
Oh man.
I don't.
Bonnie Tyler, no.
Bette Midler,
Bette Midler.
Is it Bette
right.
Midler? I was
It's
going to
Bette
say
Midler.
Whitney Houston.
the OG.
I just
Whitney
pissed
Houston?
off a
I mean, that
whole
would have been
lot
a
of
fair,
people.
a fair guess, I suppose.
She probably would have done a great job with it.
Oh yeah, she probably actually wrote it.
Well,
Oh wait, no, she didn't write her stuff.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know how that all played out.
Whitney was great though.
Yeah,
R.I.P.
Mm-hmm. Shout outs to all the crackheads.
I was just gonna say, do a crack hit for Whitney right now.
Yeah.
Right.
I was,
Okay,
I was looking
so
for the
You boys look
crackhead
like
button.
dabblers.
Oh wow, I gave it up.
probably
you know.
some-
Me too.
around
I did a couple. You know, when they're out of coke after the 3-day bender, you take what's available.
Exactly. Yeah. Been there a couple times.
Right.
Goodness.
Hey,
Well,
listen.
I have to say, I'm the only one who hasn't.
Yeah.
I'm out in the cold here.
Yeah. There's a reason I quit everything
Yeah.
Right on.
16 years ago.
So, okay, speaking of crackheads, right?
Okay. Perfect.
how
Right in my
much
lane.
how much money would it take for you to get on a submarine that's controlled by a video game
Dude,
controller?
All the riches in the world. I don't care. Nope. I'm not. No.
Yeah,
No.
there's no way I was doing
No
that.
shot.
There's
I saw like what some of like the interior of some of those look like. Dude, you're not comfortable. I don't give a fuck. You're sitting
Yeah.
basically like this.
for 8 hours or whatever it
To
was.
do what? To just go
Yeah.
deep
To
in
just
the
go
water.
look.
And you know you're not going to see shit.
No.
You know the light on that thing wasn't the best.
No.
You know,
Couldn't
fuck
have
that.
No.
What if they were hotboxing it though?
Well, at least they went out with a smile on their face.
Yeah, they sure like, dude,
Right.
you hear something? Nah, man.
So you were saying something about the heat of it?
From what I heard, right before an implosion, the surface temperature inside of whatever's going to implode, I guess the vacuum,
Oh no!
becomes hotter than the surface of the sun.
So they cooked.
They like within like however like microseconds.
They
it
like
was
vaporized or whatever.
Yeah, and just they were gone. They didn't even they felt nothing.
Oh,
So they
didn't even-
they like boiled to vapor.
Pretty much.
Goodness gracious.
I mean, I didn't really give a fuck about that because there's just so much of. Let's just like pick a fucking tragedy, dude. Like
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
just
you're
so
right.
many fucking things. Like a couple of rich guys, and they're getting, you know. And I just did like a simple Google search. I go, there's got to be a raft full of immigrants that drowned within the month that
Oh,
nobody cares about,
yes.
and there was. It was like
Yeah.
2 days later. But it was like the only thing, like 400 people in Greece drowned. Nobody gives a fuck, you know.
Right.
But the thing that did get me like afterwards, because you know, of course, I made fucking jokes about it.
Yeah.
You know.
like you do.
Right. But the thing that did was like there was a 18-year-old boy on there, and you know that kid's mother is just fucking destroyed. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
bunch of old fucking billionaire guys with nothing better to do. You know,
Was he the son of one of the kids?
He was
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
son of
Oh.
the
billionaire.
billionaire, whatever. Yeah.
yeah.
Couldn't they just swap blood like normal families?
Yeah, right. You ever hear about that? There's this like weird fucking family that the father takes his son's blood and injects it into him
The plasma.
to keep him.
Younger.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
a
like real life
pseudo-vampire
vampire
situation.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
And they got grandpa involved, and the dude. You gotta see a picture of the three of them next to each other.
so the youngest kid is just a blood bank for these fucking
Yes.
two old guys.
And dude, it looked. He was not safe. He's not.
The kid is
he does
under
not-
duress.
wow.
You could
There's
tell, like
the
Yeah.
grandfather looked like he was under duress.
he didn't. He doesn't know which
He
way's
was
up.
blinking
He has no
twice for
idea
help.
Which way was
Right.
up?
And the father was trying to look like the son visually, like try to hit the same haircut, same
Weird, dude.
look, the whole deal.
Weird.
And he was swapping plasma, and another once again a case of people with too much money. and nothing
Holy
to
shit!
do.
I wonder if like that, you know, if the blood swap thing was less, you know, him trying to cheat the clock and more trying to like be his son with the weird fucking single white female vibe.
I was saying that the whole time.
You
He
know?
wants to be his son. We didn't really get to that level, but that's
Right.
a really
Yeah.
that's a really strong point. Because
Right.
he might just want to be
some
his
weird
son so
fucking
much.
obsession. There's so many weird fucking
He's
people in
trying
this
to, like,
world.
They
You know,
really are.
right?
And that's what we were talking about, because eventually he is going to enter his son at some point. We know that that's going to
He
happen.
already
There's going to
did.
be
He
some
did.
penetration
Oh,
happening.
He
God.
definitely did. He
So-
definitely
poor
does.
kid.
Yeah, dude.
Question.
He looked so distraught. Go for it.
What things in your life do you wish you could control with a video game controller? If like you could just control XYZ, like obviously they had this submarine and it was controlled by like a $35 video game controller, which sounds suspect to me. Maybe
Yeah.
not a good idea. Maybe
Yeah.
a poor design plan. But what if you could
Work.
Like, are there things like
Work.
I don't. Yeah.
I would want to just work for a couple hours, do my thing. Work's done for the day. No,
could you
Right.
could you get your job done with a video game controller?
Unfortunately, my job I can't.
No. Yeah. See, I feel like
I'm too all over the place, like all day long, doing too many different things.
yeah, like you're moving on your feet and stuff.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Oh shit! You know what? Now that you say that, I guess so. My other job, I've got a home inspection business.
Do that with a
And-
drone would be sick.
I do the drone, but like what I don't do is like a little mini rover that could go into the
Dude.
crawl spaces
Yeah.
and like save
Is that
me
an
from
option?
like.
Mind my ignorance.
Yeah, no, I don't. It probably
We
is,
invent
you
at
know?
least one product per show. So this is great for us.
It
This is
would
actually
be. It would
perfect.
really be. I mean, that would it'd save me from crawling around in that fucking in that dusty, filthy space.
You got to have like a little
But
robot
that's
guy.
how you earn it too.
All you need
exactly.
is an RC car and a GoPro.
Yeah, that's all you need. That's all. You need. That's
I bet
The
you,
voice
I bet
from
you,
the beyond.
I bet you 40% of the time it makes it out of there without me having to fetch it. But that's still better than nothing.
I think there's,
yes.
you know, speaking of design flaws, I think there's a couple of flaws in that plan also.
I don't
Right.
know. I rate that plan. I would try it at least once.
Yeah.
I'd be like, man, I am not. It's fucking. It just rained yesterday. It's
Yeah.
nope. I'm going to Kmart real quick.
We got to get to work. We'll get to work on something for you. We'll whip something up in
Going
the
to
lab.
Hobby
Yeah.
Lobby and buying a car.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think that like I feel like I would rather use a video game controller than have to like work my phone half the time. You know, because most of the time, like I guess my thumbs weren't built for texting.
Right.
I just feel like a video game controller might be easier for that, like more like I don't know, tactile or something.
But then, like, you're kind of married to that controller 24/7. However long you have your phone in your pocket, you have
Dude.
to have that controller.
Do you ever get
with
those
you.
screen time notifications and you're like 11 hours?
No,
Jesus
I turned them off.
fucking-
the
I
second
should do
got
that.
my
too. I
phone.
should do that. I should do that. It's just that I do
Notifications
not
off.
need to know
Yeah,
how
dude.
I'm wasting my fucking life, you know?
Automatically healthier just by turning off all
Exactly, dude.
notifications.
Exactly.
Yeah, like I don't know how much I weigh. I don't know how much that is. Like I don't know. I have
I do
no
just
concept
because-
of. Well, you've been to the doctor
Yeah,
like a million
yeah.
times. Speaking of which, update, Chris. How's your taint?
Taint's fine for now until Friday. Then
Whoa, I
I'm
didn't
gonna-
even know that their taint problems could be a thing.
Listen to this.
Yeah,
What,
dude.
did you have
Well,
like a
buddy.
fucking polyp on it or something?
I had like this crazy abscess
Oh,
that was
right.
pressing on my lower intestines, but it was like in such a weird area that they had to go through my taint to get it.
Access taint.
Yeah, dude.
Oh. The
Yes.
fucking space between your sack and your fucking
Grease
asshole,
alley.
dude.
Yeah,
That's
wow.
Yeah, man. So right
Wow.
now
That's
have
really splitting the fucking chasm.
I have a rubber band essentially hanging out of my taint right now. And the other part of it is wrapped around the rest of the abscess.
That sounds
so it doesn't like spread
archaic.
or anything. Yeah, dude.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, man.
This guy's got an extra spot for a coat hanger.
I do. I do.
Yeah, he's like a walking
I
tampon.
got a second butthole.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
is-
Yeah, I'm
And-
a mess.
and the surgery has now been postponed, twice?
Twice, yeah.
And so he's just walking around with a little dangle. No
Little
big deal.
dangle, yeah.
And so, what's the cleaning care for this fucking?
It's a process, man.
Taint
Like
band.
I'm like super germaphobe to begin with.
Yeah.
So
So
I'm
this
like-
rubber band is a problem.
I'm like definitely like
Fucking hell yeah.
multiple showers a day. I'm like double wet wipes.
I mean, you've got an
It's-
open wound basically, right? Surrounding the fucking rubber band. Or not really.
The rubber
Not
band's coming
really.
out of a wound. It's got to
it's-
be coming out.
Yeah,
of
Right.
so like
something.
it healed around the rubber band basically.
Well.
So it's essentially like a part of me now.
Oh my god.
It's weird. It's really weird. Like I really wish it was not in that area. If it was like here, I'd be like, dude, look
Yeah.
at how fucking cool this is. But, like,
right. I mean,
Yeah.
although I feel like the way you're tatted up, like you could probably rock it as a piercing.
Like Captain Lou? Like Captain Lou?
I
Fantastic.
pierced my taint, motherfucker.
Yeah, beat that, dude.
Right. Man. But
Yeah.
no, if there was ever a time for an OnlyFans, Chris.
I've been
This
thinking
is the
about it.
Patreon content that people
I
have been
mean,
asking for.
I've been thinking about it.
Yeah.
It's
just okay, so let me ask you
Times
this.
are
If you
rough.
just like snap a picture or have a partner snap a picture of just your taint with no context and the rubber band hanging out of the taint, that is like this train is sponsored by Chris's taint rubber band. I think that we got to have
Yeah.
a picture of a no context picture of just your taint with the rubber band. hanging out
I'll
of
work
it.
on it. I'll work on it.
Is that possible?
I can
That's
probably
a
do that
lot.
before Friday.
No context, no
And what's crazy,
butthole, no
too, is,
balls,
like,
no butthole, no
Maybe
balls.
I'm giving a little bit too much information, but I'm like, I keep it high and tight. Like I shave my butthole.
That's not a
everything,
surprise
dude.
to me at all.
And like I shave my armpits, everything. I'm weird. But fucking like,
What can you do?
yeah, dude.
Right.
Like so, like
So no wait. So you're
not
saying
being
there's-
able to like
Oh, my
I haven't
God.
been
So
able
in
to.
addition,
Little
in
overgrowth.
addition to the band sticking out there, you've got a little Hitler patch
I definitely have a
between
fucking
your asshole
yeah,
and
dude.
your shaved balls.
wow.
Yeah, man.
God damn.
Goodness gracious.
Welcome to the Two Cloud of Mind show.
And that was our segment. How's your taint?
A
Yeah,
little medical segment. I like
And that's
it.
how's your
yeah,
taint.
yeah, yeah.
My goodness. But I'm serious about the no context picture, by the way.
I'll see what I can do. I have
We need to
until
have it.
Friday morning.
Yeah.
Friday morning.
There's plenty of wall space. I have some nice frames.
Oh, fuck, the old. Oof.
No context.
What
Yeah.
You know what the craziest thing
Just
is? Like,
what is that?
Yeah.
I was conscious, obviously, when they brought me into the first OR room. You know, they roll me in. They're like, "Can you get on that other gurney?" I'm like, "Yeah, I could do that." Took me a minute, but I got there. The second I got on there, they basically ripped my gown off and threw my legs in stirrups, dude.
And then
Oh
you
my
go
God.
out.
Right.
And then I was out. Then I woke up in another room like
Wow.
a while later.
Yeah,
But,
there's
like,
guys who've been abducted by aliens who have similar stories.
Right. Right.
So, like-
and have fucking things hanging out their tanks.
Yeah, that could be a
That's where they
tracking
got the
device. I don't
procedure.
know. I did.
We're gonna try something.
The deep state.
Chris, relax. We're gonna try something.
Put your legs on these stirrups. I'm like, oh my God, this is what ladies feel like. Dude, so much respect for women, dude. Like,
Oh my God, yeah. And then you got
So
some
much.
fucking grimy dude fucking, faking the medical procedure.
I feel like
Oh, dear.
that happens more often than none, and it's not spoke about.
Yeah.
Like I just feel
Are you
like
talking about gynecologists?
gynecologist, dude.
Yes.
Goodness. I don't know. That's a serious allegation, fellas.
Yeah, hell motherfucking
I feel like it could be bad.
it's got to be a 65% slime bag rate.
Oh,
for
my
sure.
God.
Like, dude,
Yeah.
for sure.
Do you think
Think about the age of people when they go into college and they're like, bro, I'm going to be a pussy doctor.
Yeah, yeah.
100%.
Doctor
Who
Slippery
does
Fist.
that? How many? Yeah, exactly. How many
Yeah.
guys do that because it's like my mother died during childbirth? No, it's all
No,
like
it's-
fucking pussy doctor,
dude.
dude.
I'm gonna look at puss.
that's
all
probably
day long.
true? Yeah. I
Hell
can't
yeah.
argue with that. That's
Hell
like that's
yeah,
airtight.
Yeah,
Airtight.
there might be a couple of guys who have like after 30 years, they're like, you seen one, you seen them all,
Right.
but like they
Coming out of
started
college,
off.
yeah. If I didn't know as many frat bros that were in pre med, then I would.
Dude,
You're 100% right.
Exactly.
If priests are openly touching little kids,
Yes.
then gynecologists are definitely getting their rocks off on these poor.
Fucking
Yikes.
hell yeah.
Well, what about a proctologist? Same rules apply.
That's an ass doctor, right?
Buttholes.
That's a separate kink. Like
But I mean,
butt stuff isn't for everybody. It really
well,
isn't.
that's for sure. I had one of those exams, and it's not for me. I'll tell you that.
yeah,
but-
yeah.
But I'm saying, like, if we're talking about people who are getting into it for a specific purpose, here,
I say it's a much smaller percentage, but I think that there was
Yeah, there's definitely.
yeah.
people going in there going,
Yeah.
It's like
I think the butt doctors are the guys that flunk out of gynecology. It's like
Yeah, they're like,
it's the second
You end up with the
prize. Yeah,
Fuck.
they're like, sorry, bro, you got to work in the back.
God damn it.
yikes.
yeah.
What would be like the worst punishment? So that you start out being like, I want to be a pussy doctor,
Yeah.
and then you get shifted down to butt. Like, what would be like the worst doctor that you'd have?
I
to
would
be
say podiatrist. That's foot
to look at
doctor,
people's
right?
feet.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Because
That's
like,
fair.
all right, like
I'm gonna
full
say- I was
disclosure,
gonna say,
I'm a foot
um,
guy. Like I'm fully a foot guy,
dermatologist.
but I've seen some haggard ass fucking feet. And I'm like, ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, when
So,
people
like,
walk in with like
That
their
could be
sandals
torturous.
or
There's
their
like
flip
people with
flops.
like legit hooves for feet,
Right.
like all the calluses and like.
Yeah. Oh man, I see some YouTube shit, and there was like somebody had like it's the world record corn, and it was like it was so fucking
Oh my
gross.
God.
I was like, oh. You know,
it's
watching
crazy,
shorts
like,
with my
when the
kid or
fucking
something. you know.
People's fucking feet like
Oh,
turn off
yeah.
to the side. Like, all
This chick that I was
wrinkled
just banging, man, she had like the foot elbow. You know what I'm talking?
up.
You know what I'm talking about? Like the big toe. The big toe's got the elbow, and she's like, I don't like my feet. I'm like, they're all right. They're all right.
Bunions.
oh
Bunions.
my goodness.
The
Yeah.
foot elbow.
yeah, yeah.
Dude, I'm afraid of the foot elbow. Dude,
I'm only talking about it because you stopped calling.
Oh no.
I got fucking left by the foot elbow
The
chick.
ghost had a foot elbow.
Yeah.
Her foot made a hard left at the big toe.
Goodness gracious. See, I think a dermatologist is the worst.
that. Like that's her big toe. Like that's the fucking elbow coming out. the
Yeah,
side
it's like
of
a
it.
big bump on
Yeah.
the. Yeah, I gotcha. No good.
I fear the foot elbow.
Do you watch the pimple popper videos?
Fuck
Cannot
that.
do
Can't
it.
do it.
No.
Yeah, I can't do
dude.
that.
Fuck
Vomit
that.
inducing.
That makes me
I'll pass
a
out.
huss.
Oh,
I'd rather be a podiatrist than a dermatologist.
Yeah.
I'd rather do that.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. Yeah, dermatology might be the one, but that specifically is fucking so disgusting. You know?
Yeah, no thank you.
But dude, I can't believe I'm I'm going there. Being a gynecologist can be fucking disgusting.
Oh hell yeah.
Probably
yeah.
more often than not. But like, I mean, you know,
Especially if
guys,
they were with
guys,
me.
we're glamorizing it. We really are. I think that it's got to be more often than not.
Dude,
any
I come
kind of
from-
doctor,
I
you're
come
dealing
from the
with
school
some
where girls
horrible
fart
stuff.
rainbows and don't poop. So
Yeah, well,
Yeah. Which is its own set of problems if they're not fucking, they're just backed up. You know,
I know somebody that
sounds like
happened.
a good
actually.
idea.
So when I was in college, I dated a girl who went to a different college, and her entire floor in her dorm room was all other girls. It was a I don't know if they did alternating or different dorm buildings, whatever. So one of the girls on her floor stopped pooping. She just, for whatever reason, decided she just didn't want to poop or whatever.
oh, that's not good.
And then it just went on for like months, or I don't know if it's months, maybe not months, weeks for sure,
Yeah.
weeks.
Yeah,
Because she ended up having to go to get surgery because she was so backed up that it was like hardened and it was no longer able to be passed. So she had to like go in and get them to go in and get it out. Like
That means they
cut
had to
her
open her fucking intestines.
Yeah.
And fish
and like take out the poop out of
The
her
shit.
intestines because
that's
she couldn't.
molded to the shape of her intestines. So, you
So
just
6
pull it out.
fucking feet of shit, probably.
Right, and it was like
Wow.
Dude.
too hard to pass, so they had to like knock her out and like go in there and take all of her poop out.
Yeah, that doctor probably.
That's a
answer
bad
your-
doctor
to
be.
answer your question.
I want to know what's the name of that surgery, because
Yeah.
every surgery has its own
Poopectomy.
weird. Come on, if it's that simple, I wish it was a poopectomy. That'd be fucking killer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the poopotomy.
so good.
Poopotomy? No, poopectomy. Is it?
yeah. Ectomy sounds better.
Yeah.
So I was in the parking lot before I came up, and my buddy was texting me pictures. He was like, "Man, do you think this chick is a dude?
Uh-oh.
Like the old Tinder traps?"
Oh, no.
And we were looking like we were looking at her feet. I was like, "Dude, those are some big fucking feet for a chick." Like she was a skinny broad, but they were fucking big club
Paddles.
feet.
She had some fucking
Yeah.
shacks.
And then we were laughing because he was like, "Yo, man," he's like, "I almost pulled like a U." Like, so there was this chick. I'm newly divorced. I've been like on Hinge,
Yeah,
fucking addictively.
you have to. You have to.
And there was this chick right around here in Wall, and she was like, I thought she was very hot. And then I showed a picture to my buddy, and he's like, "That's a dude."
Oh, no.
And I was like, "No, it's not, bro. Stop it. It's not. She's got a kid." And it's like,
Dudes don't have kids.
I love how innocent that was.
She's got a kid.
She's got a kid.
I know, but a newborn, dude. Right? So, and he was like, but it was fucking with me so hard. And she had big fake tits and like a fake ass. It was fucking with me so hard. I was eating her pussy. It was like, is this a dude pussy?
Dude, those operations are expensive as hell.
That's
So,
what I'm
like, it's just saying, like,
dude.
if you ate a prosthetic vagina, fucking kudos to you, dude.
The Cadillac of vaginas. Yeah, so but that's how fucking much he was in my fucking head though. Like I'm eating this broad out, wondering if it's still a fucking dude.
Is this an inside out vagina? Is this an inside out dick?
Ballback. Exactly, dude. Exactly.
Wow.
And I was like, whatever, I've already committed.
Yeah, hey, listen, fuck
It's
it.
too late now.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Man, I hope he calls. I hope he calls back up and goes to bed.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah. You see it these days. You know?
Oh yeah. But I mean,
Well-
sometimes like you see pictures of dudes that are dressed as women or trans people
Right.
that you would have. They're stunning. Like,
Oh my God!
at
The
first
chick at
you're
the
just
White
like,
House. Do you remember the chick at the White House?
No.
With the topless chick at the White House like 3 weeks ago.
What?
That chick. Well, it was a trans woman.
Uh huh.
That chick was so hot, I would have been like, bro, you would have got me. You would have.
Yeah.
So it was a man who had transitioned to a woman.
Yes.
And they were then topless at the White House.
At the White
making
House.
some sort of demonstration.
No. Like, fucking Biden's people invited them to celebrate, and they just went way over the fucking top with it.
wow.
What?
Yes.
Well, it was
and
Pride Month.
Pop the top.
yes.
Yep.
But dude,
is.
like she was fucking hot, dude.
Wow.
You know these
Thanks.
guys like in the middle of the country are like, you fucking trans people are demonic or whatever they're saying.
Yeah.
Like she was way hotter than like 80% of their wives.
I
like
love that.
for sure. Those truck stop motherfuckers would have totally nailed her
Oh yeah.
without a thought.
For sure, dude.
interesting.
Are you going to suck my dick for $50? Yeah, absolutely. Oh, wait, you got a dick too? Oh, shit.
Well,
I
I,
think-
won't tell if you don't tell.
I think if you're paying $50 for a blowjob, you probably had a guy to suck your dick before,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
whether you know it or not. $50.
50 is a nominal amount. It's not a good amount.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean,
I'm out of the game.
I gotta believe that in 2023,
Yeah.
in this economy,
Inflation.
Yeah.
It's got to cost at least $100 to get your dick sucked.
what is? Could we get somebody on that in the other room, finding out what is the cost of a blowjob? What's the going rate for a blowjob?
Is there?
Can you
is there a way
Google
to
that?
Figure
I feel
that
like
out.
$1.25 is a
I
good
think
number.
I think it's based per person, right?
Yeah.
Am I the only one that's got those weird messages from people like this is my service
Uh,
menu?
do tell.
You
Definitely.
are the only person.
Yeah, dude.
Explain yourself. I'm so
Definitely.
glad I threw it to him.
Is this
I am so
is this
glad
a
I threw it to
Telegram
him.
thing? Like-
Yeah. My
What?
Facebook doesn't market to me like that.
Yeah,
What?
no.
I have to touch a couple buttons over here.
What?
So
on
I
earth?
remember I was at a strip club with Chris Clark, actually.
Nice.
This is years ago.
Call back.
This is so many years ago. Both of us were not in relationships or married or any of those things. And it was in Connecticut, and he was like, "Oh, this is a place called Teddy's," and he's like, "Yeah, dude, you can buck the strippers here for $40." And I was like, "What?" It's like, there's no fucking way. There's no way. I mean, this was a long time ago, but it wasn't 1960, right? So we walked in, and it was all Brazilian chicks, like really some of the fucking hottest women, and I remember there was a chick on stage, and he like motioned to her, and I see him whisper, and she goes, "Uh-huh," and then he says something else, and she goes, "Uh-huh," and then he says something else, and she goes, "Mm-mm." And I go, "What did you say?" He goes, will you go in the back room?" And she goes, "Uh-huh." He goes, "Will you fuck?" And she was like, "Uh-huh." And he goes, "Will you take it in your ass?" And she was like, "Mm-mm." And she, right? And she like, so she fucking storms off. So I go, "I can take her in the back room." And he goes, "Yeah." And I was like, as soon as she got off stage, I was like, "Let's go." So we went into the back, and like she sits me down for a lap dance. I go, "No, I don't want a lap dance. I want to fuck you." I go, "How much?" And then she goes, $80. And I went, $80? Like, this was such an amazing deal. This was such an amazing, I could not believe it. Like, this is like one of the hottest women I've ever fucked, like top 5 still. And I was like, 80? And then she goes, okay, 70. Before I even realized that I could negotiate her down, I was fumbling to get my wallet out. I was like, I have to get her the $80. Keep the change somewhere. Dude, I fucked her, finished, and came out, and it was still the same song.
Oh,
Fucking, oh, fuck yeah. I love that. I fucking
Oh,
love that.
God. 80? I was like, "Well,
80, I would have just nutted right there. Oh,
yeah, exactly.
here you go. Thanks, miss.
right. Here's a tip.
Dude, I haven't been to a strip club in every bit of 20 years.
Right.
Easily.
Right.
There were some really good ones on Long Island. Really good ones. This is really seedy one I used to go to called the Tender Trap.
The tender's always in the good ones.
Yeah, the Tender Trap. They weren't $80 though.
No.
No.
Yeah, they knew their market value.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've ever really been to like a good strip club. You know, I've been to some strip clubs. There's one place in AC. I can't remember what it's called, but that place was, I guess, the best strip club I've ever been to.
Mhm.
But I don't know that I've ever actually like had a great strip club experience.
I have, but I've never actually been to like a big venue, like where you see like these huge stages,
Right,
and there's like a
right.
stage there, main stage.
Yeah, see, I have been to those places.
I've been
and
to
it's always
small, like,
what's going on?
real dirty ones where you stick to the floor. Like,
Right.
you
right.
don't really want to sit in the private chair. 'cause
Right.
it's
They're
a
like the
little-
ones like littering 35 up to the city. Right.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. But I've also been to some like upper scale, I guess you'd say, but never like a huge venue. And I would check those out. Like I feel like those are like, I don't know, more like maybe my speed. Like I feel like those are more like, I don't know.
I've never gone in with like a knot of money either, where I was just throwing
Yeah,
money
no,
around.
no, I'm not
like
that
I was never
guy.
the
Yeah,
man
no.
in the strip club.
No.
I did host an amateur strip contest in the Bronx at a place called Sin City for
Oh,
6
my-
years.
Sin City's still there?
Not anymore.
Oh, I was gonna say,
anymore.
holy shit.
That place was a print press. The amount of money they made on a Thursday night, and I think Thursday night was like their big night. And this contest brought in fucking everybody. And I was judge, jury, and executioner.
And you said amateur.
Yeah. So
does that
professional, so strip club, strippers everywhere, but they would have like, win $500, and then sometimes you get like a stripper from a faraway land who knew that they could come and just steal 500. But most of the time it was like drunk bitches and their ilk, right?
Love that.
Oh God. So I would, so a couple of comics, they were like try to have a couple of different comics do it, and they would fail because they made the mistake of like trying to do material up front. You can't do jokes in a fucking strip club. It
Yeah,
just
no, they just wanna
does
see the
not
titties.
work. So I was just like, start the show. And then I would roast the strippers as they were fucking, get naked. And if she could have been the hottest fucking chick, and I would find her one flaw and zero in on that toe or whatever it was. And she's like, oh God. So, I remember it for years. And I remember like this one chick, I called her Dick Tits.
Dude,
Because she had like those long skinny tits. She probably breastfed 3 kids off those dick tits. Right? Yeah, dude, she spit right in my face. Oh God,
She
I
didn't
really
win the
wish I had.
500.
No, she did not. She did not. I really wish I had like fucking like a compilation of my best insults to those chicks over the 6 years. I definitely deserve to get spit and slapped much more often than I received.
You got spit on by Dick Tits.
Yes, yeah, dick tits. Yeah.
I used to have to be a secret shopper for strip clubs.
Wait,
A
what?
secret
Yeah.
shopper for strip
So you,
clubs.
like-
so many things I didn't know existed before today.
There was like a service for individual restaurants. Like if you're just like a one-off restaurant versus, let's say, like TGI Fridays or something where they have this corporate nonsense, you can just hire a service to come in and like secret shop your location and like check to make sure they're putting the money in the right place and like nobody's doing anything wrong. So I would get paid to go to these places, and they would be like, okay, go to this place, go to that place, go to this place. Say Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, I'd go to a bar, a restaurant, at this place, at that place, just sit at the bar, order a couple drinks. I would get reimbursed for everything plus my pay.
Right.
And I would have to like write a report on whatever. And one of the clients was Delilah's Den.
Ah,
And
yeah.
there's like a bunch of different locations. So I would have to go, and it sounded like great at first.
Yeah.
Where you're like, oh, I get to go to the strip club for free. But then you're like, after a little while. And I could bring a friend, which was kind of cool. And
Right.
like I'd get reimbursed for the extra drink or whatever.
But not the lap dance.
But not lap dance. And yeah.
No receipts on that.
Right. Anything.
That's got to
yeah,
be the per diem.
$50 charges were off the other. But after a little while, it was just kind of like boring. So it would be even hard to get friends to come because it was just like. But the worst part about it was I would have to go to, say, this town location on Monday, and then another town location on Tuesday, and then another town location on Wednesday, and that was my week. And it sounds like, okay, 3 nights, whatever, no big deal. But a lot of the girls would work at multiple locations in a week to make money.
Fuck yeah.
So I would be the guy who was at this location one night, and then the next night I was in a totally different location.
So they thought you were the super fucking creep.
Like the
Right.
ultra.
I was thinking the other
mega
way. I was
creep.
like, dude, you could have dated 3 strippers at 3 separate spots.
No, because they were all crossing over, so I couldn't do that. But like they would, so I knew there
He's
was
here, and they'd be whispering, he's here again. Right,
absolutely.
right.
So like, and I in my mind, I'm like, how could they not know that I'm a secret shopper? But I don't even know if they knew that the secret shopper was a thing. So that was how I was anonymous. They just thought I was the creep of all creeps, being like, yo, he was in that town like fucking 25 minutes away from here last night. I saw him and I see him in here.
Oh, no.
And then the next week they would see me
Right.
again in a
the
different
worst
location.
the worst part about it, you're wearing the same shirt. It's like, and he's dirty.
I bet you he stinks.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go over there. I'm not gonna go over there.
Yeah, as a comic, dude, you never want to like be fucking wearing the same outfits. Well, sometimes you do, right? But like, you're like, God damn it! And somebody takes a picture and posts it, and all of a sudden, in Facebook, you're in the same outfit in 2 different fucking shows back to back. You know,
Dude, it's so funny. Right before I got here, earlier. I looked back at our last episode to see what I was wearing.
Yeah,
So-
just because you didn't want to.
I wear the same shit every day. I really
Right,
do. And
right,
I was like,
right.
fuck. I had to change my outfit. I was wearing the same exact outfit as last
Same
week.
thing, man.
Yeah,
Same thing.
yeah.
I record a podcast weekly, and it's like, all right, better change this shirt up. I need a new shirt. They've seen all my shirts. you know.
Exactly.
I guess I got to start paying attention to that because I probably worn this sweatshirt at least twice on this show already.
But see, like something like that, I feel like
did
it's
not
just a
think about
hoodie.
those things.
Like that.
A hoodie that's just everywhere. You can
Right.
wear, you can
Yeah.
wear the same hoodie multiple times.
You've
with
only
the
got two of
underwear.
them.
Yeah.
Right. Well, maybe more than that. I might have a
Right.
hoodie problem.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I
The general
I as
populace.
well. Yeah, I as well have.
Fuck,
a
I'm poor, man.
Large, dude, I'm super poor, but I
Yeah.
collect hoodies. I
Okay.
really do.
Yeah, yeah.
But I
What's-
only wear like two.
What's the name of your podcast?
Fight stories.
Fight Stories.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
is that with Tyler?
Yeah, we do that one.
Okay, cool. And wait, so is that's the you did an episode of that here once, right?
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah, and we were also like just recapping, the Skankfest stuff
Right on.
that he was doing for Decentraland. Oh yeah, right.
Speaking of Skankfest, yeah, talk about it. This guy.
I fought.
Oh,
at
right.
the last two Skankfests.
Oh fuck! I watched.
wait, really?
I was up in the by the escalator. We were watching all
dude,
that
that's
shit.
fucking rad.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, Eddie Jackson knocked me unconscious on my feet. I was out cold on my feet.
Oh fuck! This year?
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
Wait,
I got
was it-
hit from behind. Got a full hook from behind him,
Yeah.
right in the side of the head.
I was not watching that part.
That was during the pinata fight.
The pinata fight. Fuck, those things are. I don't know who cooks this shit
That's
up.
when during that fight, I gave Ari the fucking sweetest uppercut I ever gave anybody in my entire life. He felt it.
Oh shit!
We hugged it out after. I made sure. I was like, I'm so sorry. He's like, I don't give a fuck.
Right, it was a part of the.
Yeah.
Cool, real cool.
Yeah.
Goodness.
I met so many cool people there. Like,
Yeah.
you're the world that you're associated with, like the comedy world. Everybody that I've run into is so sweet, so humble, so nice.
There are a couple of sociopaths.
Oh well, I mean, I
Yeah.
feel like that's in every community.
Of course,
you know?
of course. But yeah, no, there's definitely a lot of once you get that community, you know what I mean.
Mhm.
You get a lot of good people.
Yeah, dude, Skankfest was fun. The first time I went was in Houston. Was it Houston at the Secret Room?
Okay, yeah,
That was cool.
yeah, it looked
That
cool.
was really cool.
Yeah. The karaoke shit looked fun too.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
You're a real karaoke guy. How about that?
I'm into it.
Yeah. Look
I'm
at
into
this.
it. I had it at the wedding.
You know what?
Maybe I'll have it at my next one.
One of the there you go. Put
You only get married
karaoke on the
twice
wheel.
once.
I was just gonna say that karaoke on the wheel.
Yeah, karaoke on the wheel.
You got to put karaoke on the wheel, and then
I
if somebody
will-
hits it, they have to sing a karaoke song.
Straight up
Yeah.
acapella because
Perfect.
Well,
you
no,
know,
you can play it on
copyright.
YouTube. Oh, that's true.
copyright strikes.
You still got to sing it.
They have to sing it. Though.
Yep.
All right,
Karaoke's going on the wheel, bro.
You can play it on YouTube so they have the lyrics and don't play the music.
There you go.
Right.
Done.
Perfect.
Oh, but you know what? With the gate, it might. We have to test it out. But it's going on the wheel regardless,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
That's
They
good
can
call.
always pull it up on their phone and just lyrics off the phone, you know?
True.
Yeah.
True. We'll figure that out. But
And
yeah.
I think that you're a fool if on the spot you pick a song you don't know the words to.
Right.
That's on you,
yeah.
right?
Right.
Like if say, hey, look, one song to save your life, then you pick a song you don't know. That's on you, bro.
You ever hear being, such an enthusiast in karaoke? Did you ever hear of Karaoke Killed the Cat?
No.
They're these two dudes out of New York that run a whole karaoke thing. I ran into them on the Impractical Jokers cruise a few years ago.
Cool.
Super cool.
Man, I
like
love how you're
vibe.
just fucking on and around all these big, cool comedy events.
I just like to go and
Yeah.
see shit. Like,
Right.
and those things are the things that I like to do. Like,
Or drawn to.
yeah,
Cool.
it's really cool.
Yeah, he's your audience. You know what I mean? Like he's that comedy audience.
Yeah. Perfect.
Got to get Chris. We got to wheel Chris over to Red Bank Comedy Festival.
I invited him. I
I
invited
know,
him this
and
year.
I'm such a piece of shit. I didn't
Yeah.
go. I was, dude, work.
I was there. I
It's
represented.
horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get you going next year.
But my biggest
The karaoke the karaoke cat.
kill the
days.
cat. Yeah,
Yeah.
Kill the Cat. Definitely check them out. They're cool as
I will.
fuck. But my biggest, like, I had like a super fangirl moment was so I had met Big J on the Joker Cruise, and then I was sitting in the green room in Houston. Dude, the green room was sick. It was all candy.
Yeah.
Then it was like all liquor and beer. There was some weed. There were papers. There were just couches everywhere.
Yeah.
It was super cool. Sitting there, I walk out, and as he's walking in, he's like, "Hey man, how you been?" I was like, "I'm good, dude. How you been?" Yeah, I fangirled out a little bit.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
But
And now you're a part of the community, fucking fighting in the pinata fights.
Getting knocked sideways.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. I pulled the clip. I put it into one of our prior episodes, and
Yeah.
it's something.
It was
quite
fun.
something.
It was
Nice.
so much fun. It really was. And like, yeah, we beat the shit out of each other for a few minutes.
Yeah.
But it was all, it's
you're
all
all right.
love. It's all fun.
Yeah. You're
Nobody's going to the hospital, you know?
right. Perfect.
Yeah, I hope they do it again.
Oh, I think
Definitely.
they are. That's quite the success.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
Yeah, that thing. That's like one of the biggest comedy festivals. Like,
Oh, dude,
there
it's
is,
a
right?
monster.
Well,
It's
I
a
know
fucking
that
monster.
they already announced the next one.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it's almost, if it's not, it's sold out.
Yeah, I'm sure the overall passes or
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
are, you know.
But if they
Um,
do the fights again, I'll definitely
Oh, cool.
throw my hat in the ring for sure.
Really? So unretiring?
Yeah,
Look at this guy. He
Yeah.
retired for like 5 shows.
yeah.
He's
I
the
don't even
Tom
think it was
Brady.
5. I think it was 3.
3 shows.
It was 3 shows.
Coming back.
I was thinking about like doing one of those like Rumble in the Bronx, like Underground Fight Club, just show up and fight a guy thing.
Oh, dude, that'd be so fucking cool.
I know. Does feel like slightly more dangerous.
Yeah.
You know? Like I think the guys get
Yeah.
hurt there because everybody's just looking to really fucking knock each other out.
Right.
And the problem is they'll be like, we'll try and line you up with someone with this like similar experience level.
Bullshit.
Those motherfuckers.
They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
They
yeah.
know what they're doing.
I watched a couple. There was a couple of guys in there.
They want to see you get killed.
Yeah, there was a couple of guys moving fucking with intention. But then you'll see a couple of guys, you know, just sort of plucked from the audience who, you know, oof, that was the wrong guy to fucking pick. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep.
Combat sports are not for me, man.
Yeah.
That's not my thing.
It's fun. It really is fun. Like, it's not scary at all. Or
So, I mean, you know, Fight Stories, the podcast, I've been in like 30 street fights, you know, lost about half and also won about half. And, but like you kind of do realize, and especially you're young and usually drunk, but like you kind of do realize it's like, oh, I can survive this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're not going to die, you know?
you can take a couple punches in the head.
Yeah.
You'll take a couple Advil, you'll be fine.
Right. Right.
Word.
Not bad. You'd be surprised what your body can handle.
Right. Now, you also don't want to be the fucking guy who gets fucking popped and falls back and hits his head on the curb.
Yeah.
Because I did see that too. I was in Hartford doing shows, and I was with this guy who was being a real fucking sleazeball. I couldn't believe how he was dancing on chicks in the club. Like he would pin them against the wall, and it was like almost like a full body frisk.
Oh no.
And I'm watching this like in disbelief that he's like acting like this, and
like waiting for him to get knocked out.
waiting. And he's with me. So this one chick that he's on, and I'm watching him and her, and they're like, he's on her, she's, you know, fucking kissing him back and doing all this shit. Well, that was the bouncer's girlfriend. Yeah. And at the end of the night, I guess one of the bouncers saw her. So now she's outside pleading her case. Like, I didn't do anything. He took advantage. So we walk outside, and my buddy is like, and the bouncer's like, this fucking guy. Oh. And he's like, wow, no. He's like, he's Dominican. So he thought he was so suave. And I was like, dude, we have to fucking go. Like, I've been in enough fucking fights. It's like,
Yeah.
you know, when the volume's
That
turned
tipping
up.
point,
Yeah. I'm like, dude,
Yeah,
we
he's
gotta
ready
go.
to go.
We gotta go right now. And I was like, no, now. And then I pull him, and like, I'm pushing him away. And I just hear fucking footsteps behind. And then I turn around and I see the guy hit him in the back of the head. And then I seen him somehow, the front of his face landed right in between the curb and the road. And he was fucking finished. He was fine. He didn't die.
Yeah.
But 3 days in
Lights
the
out.
hospital.
Yeah, lights out.
3 days in the hospital, fucking face fucked up, So you don't want to be that guy,
Yeah, don't make out with the bouncer's girlfriend.
Don't make out
Yeah.
the
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, like don't do the fucking.
Or if you're gonna
don't
do
the
that,
warmonger.
run.
Yeah,
Run.
exactly.
Fucking run.
Run, bro.
You can't talk your
Run.
way out of everything. You
No,
really can't. I don't
no.
care how suave you are.
Look at the fucking numbers around you. Look
Right.
at the size
Run.
of the guys.
Just
Gotta
if they're
go.
showing teeth. Book.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're right. Like the little bit of cadence in the voice, like especially from certain people, you're like, oh yeah,
Yep.
that guy's definitely serious.
Yep.
I'm in trouble.
Yep.
Yeah. Nuts.
I was in Boston and I was doing a show, and the week before, or maybe 2 weeks before, I was in Staten Island, and some guy's chirping me from the audience. He's like, "I'll fucking see you after the show," and I was like, "All right, buddy."
You want to fucking go? We'll
said,
fucking go.
You think this is the only thing I've ever done is fucking comedy? I said, all right. But then, so, after the show, nothing happened. His friends
Yeah,
apologized,
naturally,
right?
yeah.
But I was in Boston and I was doing the Chitlin circuit. So it was an all black show.
Mm-hmm.
And some guy walks in. I'm 6'2", 225 at the time. This guy's probably 6'4", 250, fucking cut. And he had like big long dreads. My buddy later explained that those were jail dreads.
Okay.
Like he's been in jail so long as he let his hair grow. So he comes in. So he comes in, and what else you gonna do? You got time.
Achievement unlocked.
Yeah, it's not like you got a job you got to get to. So he comes in and he pushes past. There's an old man taking the tickets. Like he has since died from like fucking diabetes-induced blindness.
Jesus Christ.
So there's an old man taking the tickets, and this guy pushes past him, and I'm like, dude, you're gonna give this fucking old guy a heart attack. And then he starts raising up, and I go, it's not worth violating your parole or whatever, or your probation. And he starts getting fired up. And the more he's getting fired up, the more I'm fucking zinging him, knowing it's going to be a problem. And I'm thinking the whole time, like, my only hope is that when he comes to the stage, I've got leverage, and like he's probably thinking I'm such a white dork that I won't do shit. So I can just fucking nail him, and on the follow through, run out the door. So it
I
doesn't.
like that plan.
It doesn't get to that though. So somebody comes over and like calms him down. I'm crushing before this, so the audience is like on my side, like leave him alone, So they're humiliating him a little bit, and then so while this is going on, another guy that he's with starts sneaking toward the fucking stage. I look and I see it. I go, "Are you trying to snuff me?" And he was like, "Yeah, you got me."
Oh, shit.
And then
Fair play, sir.
Yeah,
Fair play.
exactly, dude. So I'm laughing like, what the fuck is happening? But I'm also on high alert, right? So I've done this show now for years, and every single time I've ever done the show prior to this moment, I'm like, after the end of the show, I'm waiting around for this fucking guy to pay me. This time, I hang the microphone up. He shakes my hand with the money in my hand.
He's like, get out of here.
Yes. And my other buddy who was with me, he's like, man, I think we should go. I'm like, yo, fuck that. I'm selling merch. And then I look, and that guy who I was initially fucking talking about, and that other guy, and then like about 3 other guys are slowly fucking like circling, but it's like the circle's tightening toward me. And I go, I think you're right. And I fucking turned and ran out of the club. And the old security dude working out front, the old black dude, is like, you don't gotta run, motherfucker. And I was like, yes, I do.
I'm fine, thank you.
Yes.
I'm fine.
I'll take my judgment.
Dude, that's intimidating, man. Like
Yeah.
fucking a bunch of hungry sharks, dude.
Yes,
Like,
dude.
Fuck,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. And listen, and again, man, I've been in a situation. I've been knocked out. I've been my nose broken 5 times, but I do not want to be on the receiving end of getting fucking stomped.
No,
dude.
no,
You
no,
know?
no, no. That
So
could go sideways so
Right.
quick, so badly.
Fucking slurring for the rest of my life. Fuck that.
Slack jawed and shit.
Right, and I got to work as a garbage man, which is a good job. I would totally. If I could go back and tell college dropout John to do anything, I'd be like, do garbage, fuck comedy.
Yeah, fucking-
It's too late to start now, but I could have had tenure,
Be close to retirement.
That's
halfway.
right. That's right,
Fuck
man.
yeah. Fuck yeah.
John, thank you so much for coming in.
Oh,
man.
thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah,
I had a
dude.
blast, man. I appreciate it.
Dude,
Highlight
was
of my
so much
day.
Fun. Definitely. Tell the people where they can find you.
Yeah. Okay. So, Fight Stories. You can check us out there. Comedian John Moses on Instagram. You can check out my last album, Super Spreader. And we didn't get a chance to talk about this, but I will be. There is this. a picture of me and my dad that went pretty viral
Okay.
a couple of months ago. It was the picture of me and my dad and the stripper that I got him as he was dying from cancer.
I did see this
Dude,
picture.
I saw that too. That was you?
yeah,
Fuck off, dude.
yeah, that was me. So, I've been running that story at comedy shows. So,
Dude, I fucking love that.
yeah. My dad wasn't such a big fan in the moment. I thought it was really going to be a hit, and he was just like, "Come on, man." But I've been running that story, so I'm going to tighten that up, and eventually it will close a special that I record over the next year. But in the meantime, look for that on Instagram.
Fuck
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
dude. That is so
That is
cool.
currently on the screen right now. Don't
Yeah,
worry about
yeah,
it. That's,
yeah. We got a little
got you.
teaser. We got a little teaser.
Yeah, there you go. Son of the year is what the Chive called it.
Sick.
Nice.
Dude, that is so sick.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. But dude, thank you again so much for
Oh,
coming
thanks,
by.
fellas. I had a blast.
I really appreciate
Anytime.
it.
Awesome.
Literally
Yeah,
anytime.
definitely come back.
Cool.
Definitely come
Yeah,
back.
door's always open, man.
Beauty. Thanks, boys.
You're stuck with us now.
Yeah.
But guys, if you want to follow us on Instagram, the Two Clouded Mind Show, I'm at Little Guy Chris 28
DC in the city on all social media.
and Maria Chamra Art.
And Maria came from Nashville.
But I think that's going to change.
Fucking love Nashville.
Yeah. I don't know. Guys, we'll see you next week. Stay clouded.